Good evening, guys and girls. I am your voice of choice, DrMarxout, and we are bringing you your cure for the common wrestling show. Take one of these and call us in the morning. This is Remedy for this week. In last week's editions of Supernova Pro, you've seen us allude to a big signee and a big debut. Our opening match is said big debut, as Dick Hammerbush is taking on Infierno in his debut match in the Triad. I know he took a couple trial runs out in Supernova, untelevised. They didn't know what to do with him. We're seeing what we can get going with this guy, though. I'm about it. I know nothing about him. I just know the man's a mammoth. He's huge as hell. And he's here in Blitz. I got nothing else. We are just a week and a half away from our next Supercard. I think a week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks. Now I have to look at a calendar, so I'm not completely just joshing you folks. But Khan's run. We're going global for the first time this season. We're heading to Europe. We're shooting for Scandinavia. We're pretty sure we'll sell out some bar there. We may end up in Iceland instead. I don't quite know. I just know we're going that way. As far as I know, the bosses already have everything set up. They just don't tell me anything. Because I'm just the guy that talks. All titles will be defended in Khan's run. I don't know what he's doing right now, but Mr. Hammerbush is feeling himself. Mama Hammerbush, wow. Come get your boy. Crowd into the new guy. They're a finicky bunch, though. Proper slick back on the hair job. Taking on Infierno. Man has not had an easy season at this point. I don't want to say he's the new masked Jeremy Jabroni or Larry Local. But it definitely kind of seems like he just gets sent out there to get killed. Speaking of which, both of them did opt out of their contracts for this season. We wish them all on their future endeavors, mopping floors. However, the door is open for them to both mop the floors here when we're done, and to get tossed around. So for those of you that were hoping for a Jabroni Effect version 2, not this season. Mr. Stackworth in the feed. Yes, Jimmy Jabroni. He does seem like he may want to come back in the long run, but Larry Local will not be returning. He got bounced around too much last season. As far as I know, if he's still partially concussed, I don't know. I think Jeremy Jabroni is open to coming back, though. Just not in the even. He was barely around last season, but he even said it would be less capacity than that, unless he found a way to beat somebody else. Dick Hammerbush. Infierno. Debut opening match. Hammerbush looks ready as hell to get this thing going. Right into that snap belly-to-belly suplex. Hammerbush showing some power here. As I said, I know nothing about this guy. Mr. Stackworth, drop some facts worth on us. Roll up by Infierno, barely a 1 count. Thought we were about to see a jabroni effect already. Big overhand shot. DHB stuck in the corner, getting his arm worked on now. Forearm shot stopped. Infierno's that far corner. Hammerbush runs in, big avalanche lariat. Into the cover, dead center. Barely gets a 1 count out of that one. Two future Hall of Famers. I'm pretty sure they were actually booked for the original Storm. The travel issues. Hammerbush playing to the crowd here. Crowd feeling it. I just wouldn't feel too close. I'm pretty sure he's registered on Amber's list. Not Amber's list, that's the Register for Cleaning People. Whatever that sex offenders list is. Amber Alert, something along those lines. He looks very inappropriate. Looks like he should hang out with Izzy Wrecked and Stevie Ray Vaughan. I imagine he would be. Infierno ducks the line, comes back through the leaping lariat. Infierno looking very good here tonight. Off the ropes. Lines up the elbow drop, plants it. Infierno here could be looking for the upset. Has a hold of the leg. Into the figure 4. I didn't realize he had that in his pocket. I've never seen him actually get this close to the victory. Hammerbush trying to fight through the pain here. Spin those hips over. It changes the momentum. All the pressure now on Infierno's legs. Infierno releases the pain. Hammerbush up to his feet first. Has Infierno up. Big power bomb. Dead center. 2.5 count. Infierno's up. Into the crucifix. Spiked with the power bomb. Back press, has that far leg hooked. 3 count, does a lap. Gets down just in time. Hammerbush very successful in his debut. Don't know what he calls that crucifix bomb, but we call it a victory in his debut here. Infierno looking very impressive, which is weird to say. Hit that early roll up, out of surprise, ate an avalanche lariat. Hammerbush throwing power everywhere. Infierno would clamp on a figure 4, which, okay. But in the end, those 2 big power bombs, the raw dog, that's okay. Thank you for the facts worth, Mr. Sackler, because we didn't have that information. The raw dog. It just sounds super dirty, but that's the point. Man, it's gross. Successful in his debut. So we move on to our first of 2 women's matches this evening. This one in our women's tag team division is your #1 contenders in Limbo, taking on the team that can't quite figure themselves out. The Rising Stars. Stephanie Basic still reeling from that match she was in with BJ Wiley at International Incident. If you missed Supernova Pro's International Incident over the weekend, that's why they're on a hiatus this week. It was a big-ass show. Big-ass things happened. Go watch it when we are done here. But only when we are done here. Not before we're done. I guess you can't watch it during us being done, but because that's after we're done. That's that one instance where during and after are the same thing. I guess death is another one of those. Now we're philosophical. In Limbo teamed up with Chantel Taylor on Storm last week to take out the champions. They won by countout, but it don't matter because it was still logged as a win. And that's what matters in the long run. Looking to carry that momentum forward to Akhan's run, but first have to get through the Rising Stars. We'll find out if they can do that here next on Remedy. Maybe next on Remedy? There we go. Now the feed's catching up. Sort of. While I have a moment, I know I promised everyone we would be going on to Twitch so you guys can watch me die a lot in Sekiro instead of hearing my lovely voice talk about wrestling. It will happen soon. That's all I can give you is soon, because I don't know exactly when it's going to start. But it'll happen soon. This match, though, happening now. And that's what we're here for. Nevaeh Carter first went out for her team. Carter and Pandemonium still coming out separately. I think the only time they came out together last season was at the Cease and Desist HD remix. Hey man, Supremacy had their chance to be the #1 contenders. They dropped the ball. And how are you going to call in Limbo trash? Both of these women are on your ones to watch this year list. Both of them. Rising Stars, sure, you could call them trash. They haven't won jack or shit. Except for selfie stick endorsement deals, because I guess those are still things. In fact, I'll go so far as to say Supremacy was the first team fully eliminated in that match that in Limbo won to become their #1 contenders. There's a good chance I'm wrong, but I don't think I am here. Cassie Pandemonium, next one out. I'm definitely inclined to agree with Stackworth's original listing that Pandemonium is one to watch. I was under the impression that this week she would be going over to Ireland to take on Moira in a death match over for Blarney Stone. They're actually doing that. the day after Akon's run because they figure we're overseas anyway. Less travel issues. I'm sure there's more reasoning behind it, but that's what's going on. They get set for their competition here tonight. Allie Starr out first. Steph Basic bringing up the rear. They can't win, but they look talented every time they lose. Well, most of the time they lose. They just have to figure out what it'll take for them to just gel together and finally put together more than one win. Because they still at least have to get that first win. Both these women last season were very successful in solo acts. Allie Starr almost picking up the women's title on 2 occasions. Beat Beck Wild by count out in the first defense. Did end up catching the L train on the second one. Carter going to start it off with Basic, who's a perennial contender over in Supernova last season. Bell rings, women's tag team action is go. Right into a Northern Lights. No bridge though. I guess you can be exempt from bridging out when it's the first move of the match. Iceman Price still not happy. Probably not happy for a lot of reasons, but yeah, no. Camel clutch now by Carter. Was her go-to move in that 6-woman match the other day. Sends Carter into the Stars neighborhood. Tags in Allie Broad. Thrown across the room. Like a fish at one of those fish markets. Whole lot of opa. Irish ref now reversal. Carter sends Star and runs into a big boot on the way in now. And a lariat out of the corner. Rising Stars in full control early here. Rake on the eyes. Miss Cutter money. Val Savage can't get a win, but she gets 20 bucks. Carter right back up off the snapmare. Do you think Val Savage and Chantel Taylor have to fight over being Miss Cutter money? Carter now fighting out of the corner. Trying to get Pandemonium brought in this match. Gets the tag off. Star hung up topside. In limbo, going up after her. Double super backplex. That's got to sting. Star out getting her head bounced off the mat. Now that modified hold 4. Trying to weaken up those wrist and shoulder joints. Now dragging the face of Star across the mat. I'm pretty sure I've seen Star use that same move, followed up with the elbow drop. Go right back to work. Star pops back up. Surprise Ninja Rana takedown. Tags out Steph Basic brought back in. Kick down low, kick to the guts. And stop it on the fingers. And a kick across the back. Short Masaki style. Basic gets a run start. Knockout knee strike. Pandemonium turned inside out. Basic snaps off the forearm. Dumps Pandemonium outside the hard way. And then gonna dance about it. hand shot. Pandemonium rolls out of the way, snaps off that forearm, completely staggers. Basic then drops her with that sleeper slam. Basement drop kick to the knees, trying to take the sharpshooter away. Smart thinking. Discus forearm blocked by Basic. Drop kick sends Pandemonium straight into the apron. Refs count at 5 here. These two of them exchanging blows on the outside here. Broken up at 7. Elbow dropping small at the back. Casting now sent back into the Rising Stars corner. Arm stretched out. Double X handled by Alley. Right hand shot. Pandemonium unfazed. Reversal on the Irish whip. Neutral corner. Runs into a forearm shot. Rising Stars trying to cut the ring in half. Star runs in, going for that shining knee. Gets nothing but turnbuckle post. Gets taken out by a tilt-a-whirl head scissor. Very lucha move. Corkscrew leg drop, sister. Not so lucha move. Drops another one. And why not 3? How about 4? And maybe. Pandemonium is going to end up dizzying herself here off up to 6 leg drops. Trying to make her point known. Figure 4's that neck lock now. You know, that's exactly it. Basic is always one move away from being a big thing. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be here. I don't know if it'll be in Supernova. I don't know if it'll be tags, singles. I don't know. Rising Stars working back on that left arm. Neckbreaker by Stephanie Basic. Pandemonium rolls out of the way of the stomp. Carter's looking to get tagged in though. Basic right there to stop it. Runs through with the forearm in the corner. Surprise Ninja arm drag takeover. Basic sent neutral corner, starting first. Drop kick to the small of the back. Now sent to the in limbo side. Double knee strike missed by Pandemonium. Rolled through into the triangle choke. Gets his feet on the ropes though. Pandemonium sent one more time. Rising Star side. Fights her way out with the elbow. Basic has her gripped up head first, right back into that corner. Stars working very good together, trying to dismantle that left arm rather. Super kick into the Sabreeze. I don't know, Pandemonium had that in her pocket. Right back to work with the leg drops, in case Star missed the first memos. I don't even know if she fully got it locked in, because as soon as she rolled through, like the feet were on the ropes. Big power bomb by Pandemonium. Jackknife covered. Victory for in limbo here. Star bounced hard off the mat. And the champions, Erica Rumba, out here to monitor the competition. In limbo picking up all sorts of momentum here. That match should be fantastic at Akon's run. And we're getting another debut. Carmelo Storm in rare singles action taking on Sonico Volante. Has been a complete standout over in Supernova Pro. He's put on a series of great matches against Andres Calderon. Came up short at International Incident. I mean, Eric Carumba's won more than Eric Chaos. They're champions. Chaos are not. Eric Chaos are good. But, I mean, you know, Eric Rumble is now former women's champions, current women's tag team champions. Stats kind of speak for themselves. We love Air Chaos, though. Sonico Volante has been absolutely fantastic in the few weeks he's been signed to the Triad. Making his debut here. We know Storm Team 3 hasn't fared the best in singles matches. Carmelo looking to finally get over that hump. Has a very speedy, high-flying task ahead of him, though. I was about to say, like the Carmelo's usually very few frills, straight to business, but then he decides he's going to have some pyro. Storm Team 3, the team that did not lose the titles. That went Fluffy Bunny's attacking Stackworth with the Faxworth for one Sonico Volante. Is he currently high-class Lucha champion and CWA champion, or are those former stats? Because I don't get to follow high-class and CWA as much. If the fact that he's a Hoovian, the fact that he agreed to the name that I accidentally pitched, I am an un-Hoovian. I just kind of felt like it made sense. What's interesting here is both of these men use that cutter. Okay. There we go. And the high-speed flyer is here. Crowd feeling this one. Apparently shops at the same color guy that Dick Hammerbush goes to. Different style, it's just same color guy. We got Carmelo. We got Sonico. We got a bell for Blitz Division action. Carnival type, we're starting things off with some wrestling here. Ref can look for the clean break. And we get one, which makes sense. Sonico has a hold of that wrist lock. Trying to kick out the knee. Transitions into that kneeling armbar. Storm, though, transitions back into hold 4. And we got us some old-fashioned wrestling here right out of the gate. Sonico rolls through, both men back to their feet. There's a kick down low. Storm butterfly suplex. And drops the Nux. Mellow Storm being out here reminds me that our show, our go-home show to Akon's run, the last show we're doing before we head to Europe, it's to be a special edition of Remedy. And it is an unstable special event. Before we get to that, though, Cloverleaf into the backbreaker from Mello. That card will be nothing but faction members taking on the other members of their factions. German suplex bridges it out. Barely gets a 1 count. So Carmelo Storm will have to take on his partners in Storm Team 3. We're going to see both phases of Project Mayhem ripping each other apart. Our main event will be a Steel City Fatal 4-Way. As Run PGH and the Flying Mighty are going to beat the absolute bricks off of each other. Pretty sure there's 1 or 2 more in there. I don't know. Mello's looking to fly here. Gets the missile drop kick. Sonico not able to get out of the gate here. Sent into the corner. Mello throws himself like a torpedo. Catches that almost heel kick, hip toss, corner kick. There's the cutter. Stevie Taylor owes a dub. Into the perfect neck snap. Oh, he's measuring Sonico here. Runs through, hits his version of the Sonic Screwdriver. Eye of the Storm. Sonico knows that move entirely too well. Kicks out at 2.5. He's going to have that uphill fight after this, so he's eaten 2 cutters already. Storm drops the knee across the mask. Apparently some goatee envy. Kicks down low, high kick. Drops the clothesline. Butterflies the arms into the overhead suplex. Sonico's ankles hung up awkwardly on that middle rope. Now looking at his first singles victory here. It does it off that awkward landing suplex. I don't know if Sonico just has some jet lag after coming back from England, but really couldn't get it put together here. Ate that first cutter. Oh, that would then come through, hit the Eye of the Storm. And then I don't know if camera guy's gonna, there we go, yeah, his knees caught on every one of those ropes on the way down. You're not supposed to bend like that. We might have to get some help out here for Sonico. I don't know how easy he's going to be walking off that one. And Mello finally gets a singles win for Storm Team 3. Gonna have to look to get one more when we hit Unstable. Nothing on the line on that show, just, you know, interstable pride. We leave the Blitz division. We're apparently showcasing all the classes this evening, as we're heading into the Headhunter realm. Kersey Ramon looking to get another shot at Sakamoto Omega. Current #1 contender taking on the former champion one more time here. Apparently Jimmy Havoc has had some hand in getting this match booked repeatedly. Wants his #1 contender to be as weakened as possible. Ramon is very hungry, looking to get his first gold in the triad. Omega looking to get back into the contention for that belt he feels he made famous. As of right now, is barely in the picture. Ramon coming out first. Turns his back, looking to make sure Havoc is not going to try to get the sneak attack he got on the other day. And as I say that, Havoc's out here with the Headhunter title. Apparently we're not getting this match again this evening. Havoc goes for the shot. Ramon dodges the first one, gets caught completely in the back of the head with the second go-around. Ramon sent down towards the ring. Havoc runs through with that soccer-style kick. And into the curb stomp on the mats. Apparently he's watched a few Evan Richards Yamamoto matches. Or Fumi Yamamoto Richards matches. Now stomping on the arms of Kersey. Runs through boot right to the mush. Havoc here, tearing Kirsty Ramona apart like a man absolutely possessed right now. Sends Ramona into the ring. And apparently this is the match now. I guess our chairman, Graham Connors, came out and waved this one on. That's cool. Ramon finally gets the towel off his head. Plants the champion with the Michinoku driver. Ramon in a bad way, showing some life in here now. Snaps off the DDT. Quick cover attempt. Havoc though kicks out at 1. Havoc rolls out of the way. The kick catches the overhand right. Sent Sternum first into the corner. Big avalanche Northern Lariat into the corner. And drops the elbow. Ooh, yeah. How about another one? Dig it. Kind of want to Slim Jim now. Cream rises to the top. I'm going to go drop a rap album. Does anyone else remember Macho Man's rap album? Petridge Farmer remembers the rap album. Ramon here feeling himself off the ropes. Dusted off into the Blitzkrieg pop. Havoc here might be looking to catch his first Elson signing with us. Ramon kicks down low. Has Havoc up. Spikes him with the Death Wish. And Ramon fights back from that early assault and deals Jimmy Havoc his first loss. Making a statement, beating the current Headhunter champion. There's that first DDT. Quick snapper. Would come back through. Drop the Blitzkrieg pop. And spike Havoc with that Death Wish. Kept him just far enough away from the ropes and had that arm there to catch it, just in case. Excellent ring awareness by your #1 contender to that Headhunter title. And I'm told that match will be a tables match. With a bit of a caveat. The winner will have to put his opponent through a table twice before he himself goes through twice. Whole lot of wood. And this one should be mean. The Highlanders taking on the old gods, Leaga and Ku. And this one might as well be a Headhunter match. Because this one will be held with no rules whatsoever except for no murder. Considering the two teams involved, though, murder might happen. The hossiest of tags. 305 Live. Toss Hag. Wait, what? The Highlanders looking to get into some sort of title contention. The old gods just looking to kill everyone in their path. Somebody's going to die tonight. And as long as we don't have to completely bleach the ringside area, we still have another match after this. Maybe even two. Old God's looking to resume that Tongan death streak. Highlanders proving there can be only one Haas tag team. Yes, I just made the Highlander joke. Come fight me. Angus Fenwick in front, Gregor Erskine in back. I know we're supposed to be partial, but I think these two might be my favorite Haas team on the season to this point. I'm a big fan of what they do. Hitting the ring first, this match will be tornado tag style rules. And beyond that, there's not much else that's really going to be held as long as I said, no murder. Beyond that, do what you got to do. War God wearing the paint doesn't happen often. The fact that Ku is the smallest man in this match makes me chuckle immensely. In fact, I might even go so far as to where I think they might be the smaller team in this match. And that also makes me chuckle. Former TV champion in Supernova Ku, former Headhunter champ here. Highlanders, Old Gods. We got us a big-ass Haas tag match. In fact, his 3 count's already dead. Angus drops the War God. And Gregor takes on the War God. Yeah, there's just Leaga down. Ku's throwing shots. In fact, his 3 count's back up. Fenwick popped up and spiked a Samoan bomb. Pickup deadlift powerbomb from Leaga to Gregor Erskine, who weighs about 360. And that step over STF. Fenwick right there to break up the submission. Gets caught that snap backdrop suplex by the War God. And snaps off the headbutt. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing about 80,000 of those. Now the War God showing the strength. Deadlift, sit down powerbomb onto Fenwick. Start the headbutt counter. There's 2. This time Leaga drops Gregor. Angus in there by himself. Gets caught with that discus left hand. Right hand. Discus just ham hock of the fist. Kicks out at 1. Blood God playing to the crowd here, gets dumped chin first onto the turnbuckle. And caught another backbreaker by Erskine. Now Ku's in there by himself with the Highlanders, gets dropped to the big boot. Ku caught Snapdragon, no bridge. Might be the biggest Snapdragon ever. Fenwick, the first one to go for a weapon. We got a third headbutt in the match. And the man, the myth, the legend, Kendo makes his appearance. Looking for a vertical, gets reverse Erskine counters. Big knockout, right hand shot, drops Angus on the outside. Erskine trying to steal a quick pin. Ku right in to break it up. War got up. Taking out that fall away slam. Throat shot from Fenwick for the Blood God, for the War God round. No, that's the Blood God. Pair of short arm lariats, holds on, drops a third. Highlanders here proving they can hang. Now get dumped back on the outside, and the power by the War God has Erskine up and planted. Thank you for the Hammerbush facts, both Mr. Stackworth. Name that come often, I'm sure. Fenwick up by the Blood God. Spun out into the spine buster. Daddy's 3 count can do nothing but watch. And a super kick from the Blood God. Pop-up, Samoan drop on Erskine. Fenwick fights back off the War God with that knocking knee. Erskine ducks the line, drops a Uranage on the War God. Diving shoulder tackle, plants Leaga. All 4 men on the outside in that same corner. Spin out Bossman, slammed by Angus. And Ku just walking around Erskine like he's a cruiserweight. Hot shot onto the steps. Fenwick drops Leaga with the sweep. Runs out the power statement. Kendo makes his appearance known. Shot to the knees. Kendo is here and live. Leaga bounced face first off the turnbuckle post on the outside. Trading blows up in the corner. I think I would pay to watch both of these teams in singles matches against each other. Like all 3 matches that could happen. Erskine dumped hit first on the barricade. And Kendo right back in across the head of the Blood God. Fenwick doing work. Outside Erskine staggers the War God. Now sent back in. Cover attempt by Angus. Blood God kicks out. Backdrop suplex. Blood God ducks Angus. Pops him up into that Uranage. Gregor drops the War God. The pair of lariats comes off the rope. Diving lariat Batman. There's attention to the Blood God. Into the choke breaker. Fenwick can try to pop that arm out of the socket of the Blood God. Into the Fat Boy splash. Leaga not going to like the view when he gets up. Into the torture rack from Erskine. Dropped into the burning hammer. Angus right there to pick up the pinfall attempt. Broken up immediately by the War God. I don't think Erskine's seen him come in. Standing switch on the German attempt. Even though he himself is Scottish. Grabs a hold of the jaw of the War God. Throws out those chops. Into the Dragon suplex. Turns Ku inside out. Highlanders here. looking to do some things. Coup, gut wrench powerbomb. Pump handle, not gut wrench. Look out with those hip shots. Now walks in the time killer, dead center. Angus locked in deep. Gregor rolls to the outside. Fenwick, though, showing he still has some power left, fights his way out, throws those elbows to the face of the Blood God. He's caught immediately by Coup, though. Catching the right hands from the Polynesian Pump Patrol. Up on the shoulders, stun gun by the Blood God. Coup brings Angus back up to his feet. Sends him all the way back out to the playground. Gregor back in. War God right there. Standing switch one more time. Lay out the spikes in the face first. Gregor pops back up over the shoulder breaker. Fenwick, gut wrench, pump handle powerbomb on the outside. Blood God dropped with another burning hammer on the inside. Okay, belly to belly by Angus on the outside. Block, but still too little too late. Highlanders victorious here. Fantastic Haas tag match. I would be 1,000% okay with this match happening again. Nasty choke breaker. And the first of two, count them, two burning hammers that Lealga ate. Pump handle power bombs exchanged by Fenwick and Coup. That one on the outside. And in the end, the Highlanders just got a note slid across my table. Apparently there's been some complaints by some fans that are of the old style mentality of wrestling fans that feel like if main events aren't fought by people that weigh 270 pounds, they shouldn't happen. Apparently there's been some issue with the fact that the last 4 tag team matches involving the championship, the last 4 contenders, and the former champions are all cruiserweights. So apparently the first Storm after Akon's run, we're going to have another Meat Mountain match. 4 Haas teams that are going to go and absolutely try to murder each other to get a shot at the champions. And Stackworth calling for a squash match from our former women's champion, Callie Dane, on our current #1 contender, Chantel Taylor. History with these two going back to the Mexican standoff. Or maybe it's just Chantel Taylor wanting to try to agitate every woman across the digital triad. Taylor actually eliminated Callie Dane first in that Warfare match that she would go on to win. It has not been the year of mayhem that last year was. Can Callie Dane finally figure out her life and get back on the winning path? We find out next in our main event of Remedy. Younger sister of Steve Taylor, looking to get out of her brother's shadow so she can be known as something else besides the younger sister of Steve Taylor. Getting her first shot at gold at Akon's run against the current champion, Shannon Higgins. has still been on that complete tirade of trying to just dissect the women's roster over in Supernova Pro. I don't know what her deal is. Maybe she's just crying up for help, which Callie Dane is hoping to make her do. Only two-time women's champion in our company's history. Inaugural women's tag team champion. First Lady of Lunacy. And the only Welsh performer in the Digital Triad. I think I've got all the accolades down. Besides the fact she does not own a full pair of pants this season. Will be part of that unstable special event, taking on Breeze and Chip Stackworth's favorite wrestler, Melanie Mayhem Miller. Melanie Renee Mayhem Miller. Taylor Dane. Wasn't she a singer in the 80s? Main event bells action. Callie right in. Into the shoulder breaker. Taylor right back on her feet, gets set back into her own corner hard. Into that quick hatch suplex. So she's the second of the Trash Bag Millers. Who is the first Trash Bag Miller? And Dane trying to pop that arm out of the socket. I'm going to take Taylor out of the Contenders match. Actually, she's already in the match. I'm going to take her out of that title match. Callie Dane in advantage early here. Runs through with that knee to the guts. Has a hold of the choke. Walks Chantel Taylor out of the corner into the backbreaker. Takes her right back up. Walks around again. Plants her with another one. Dane has her hooked up. Drops her with the hollow point. Stackworth may have called it here. Dane spins Taylor around. Has her hooked in the danger zone early. Taylor trying to survive here. And elbows her way out of it. Callie Dane into that mount, dropping the left hands. Hooks the leg. And yeah, we got us a Callie squash. That was pretty, yeah. Callie Dane proving why she should still be the women's champion. Taylor's got the subway on the L train. And Higgins right in after, drops her with a lariat. Higgins wants vengeance after losing that 6-woman match. And apparently that's all we're getting. So that's going to do it for us here. Wait, I just got another note. Apparently, these 3 women are going to meet on Storm next week. If Callie Dane wins that triple threat match, she will be added to the match at Akon's run. If Taylor or Higgins win, they will get to decide the stipulation in their one-on-one match. That's going to be great. Supercard is in, I believe, 2 weeks. I think it's actually held on the biggest weekend in wrestling for the year. I want to say it's going to be Friday night that week. I don't have the exact date yet because time traveling over to Europe's weird anyway, so we will get back to everyone with that information on Monday's edition of Storm. Which, there you go, Storm is on Monday next week. People in the back, turn up your hearing aids. We will have more information on Akon's run on Monday on Storm. So for everyone that watched, everyone that's going to watch in the on-demand, everyone that got told about the show and just decided to ignore it because who cares? I have been your voice of choice, DrMarxout. We are signing off. Chip Stackworth will be back next week, being your commentator that flaps in the night on Supernova Pro, taking the week off, coming back from Europe. We still miss High Class. And that is going to do it for us.